Hi, this is for Mrs. Horning's class. So we're going to get back to it. We took off with, they were waiting for their next round. I watched them, Mrs. V tells me when they troop back into the room, excited and victorious. They're really good. Should we worry? I asked. Of course not. Our team is the best because they have a secret weapon, you. Suddenly there was a rush of activity in the room as stagehands came in to get us. Perry Valley and Spalding Street, we need you back on camera for the finals. You are our two top scoring schools. Congratulations. We hurry back to our places. The lights seem brighter this time. Mr. Kingsley returns to his position, gets his microphone adjusted by the stage crew, and shouts, "Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final round of our regional Whiz Kids competition. The winners of this round will represent us in Washington, D.C. in just 2 weeks. All members of the winning team, along with their chaperones, will receive an all-expense paid trip to our nation's capital, 3 nights in a hotel, and tours of the city. Trophy, trophy, someone yells. Oh, the famous Whiz Kids Championship Award. The winning team in Washington gets to take home that huge golden trophy. They receive a guest appearance on Good Morning America, and their school will receive a check for $2,000 to be used for academic endeavors." Lots of whoops at that. "Let us begin. Teams, are you ready?" "Ready," they all reply. "I am ready too." OMG, what a night. I still can't believe how everything turned out once the championship round began. That's when Mr. Kingsley explained. The questions this time will be a bit more difficult. Scoring, however, will be the same. The team with the best score out of 100 possible points will be our champion. He picked up the cards that contained the quiz questions and smiled. Here is the question number 1. What is a diplomia? I can't talk. Diplopia. A, double vision. B, left-handedness. C, a disease of the gums. D, a form of cancer. Oh boy, he wasn't kidding. This was going to be a killer round. I was sure the answer was A, though. Kind of. When the answer was revealed, double vision was correct. Woo! Rose, Connor, and I got it right. Claire missed it. Everyone on the Perry Valley team answered it correctly. The score was 3-4. Number 2, Mr. Kingsley said, who is the composer of Rhapsody in Blue? A, Mozart. B, Gershwin. C, Copland. D, Beethoven. Bing, 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 bing. Thanks to my parents and Mrs. V, that was a little easier. I pushed the button for B. One person on the Perry Valley team got it wrong, and Claire messed it up as well. That made the score 6-7, with Perry Valley ahead. Everybody could feel the tension. The next 20 questions covered things like lions in the jungle, gravity and space, authors of famous books, and math. Some of those I even got right. Bing, 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 bing. Even though Connor aced a hard spelling problem and Claire came through on difficult history questions, Perry Valley kept staying 1 or 2 points ahead of us. It was getting near the end of the round. Perry Valley had surged ahead on a math question. It was up by 3 points. It looked pretty grim for us with a score of 78-81. I glanced at Connor. Sweat dripped from his nose. Then Mr. Kingsley asked, the condition in which a person may be able to hear colors or visualize flavors when music is played is called A, synthesis, B, symbiosis, C, synesthesia, D, symbolism. I grinned and punched in C. Not only was it one of Mrs. V's vocabulary words, it was me. I breathed a sigh of relief when I realized that Connor and Claire and Rose had also chosen the right answer. When the results were tallied, only one of the Perry Valley kids had gotten it right. The score stood at 82-82. It was time for the very last question. This one would determine the group that would go to Washington. I glanced at Rose and the others. I think we all gulped at the same time. Our last question of the evening, Mr. Kingsley began, is a mathematics problem. I groaned and sighed. There goes our trip to Washington. I may as well go back to room H5 and hide there for the next 1,000 years. Number 25, Mr. Kingsley said slowly. Lisa gets up every morning and gets ready for school. She takes 22 minutes to get dressed, 18 minutes to eat breakfast, and 10 minutes to walk to school. What time should Lisa get up so she can arrive at school at 7:25 a.m.? A, 6:15, B, 6:20, C, 6:25, or D, 6:35. I need to add, then subtract. How do I subtract time? I need to see a clock. I'm getting all mixed up. Time is running out. I can't mess up now. It could have been C, but it might have been D. I thought a moment more, then I pushed D, feeling like I was going to throw up. The answers lit up on the screen. Everybody on our team answered D. Either we were all correct or we were all really terrible at figuring out time problems. 3 students on the Perry Valley team had answered D. One of them had answered C. Well, it looks like we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely pleased to announce that the team that will represent us in Washington, D.C. this year, the team we hope to see on Good Morning America with a score of 86 to 85 is, he paused for effect, Spalding Street Elementary School. I couldn't help it. I squealed. I kicked. My arms jerked crazily. I tried really hard to control it, but I just couldn't help it. My body went a little wacko on me. Shut her up, I heard Claire hiss. Shh, Rose whispered through clenched teeth. Thank you for watching our telecast, Mr. Kingsley said, throwing a quick glance at me. Please join us in 2 weeks when we televise the finals from Washington. This is Charles Kingsley, and good night. He signaled that we were finished. The cameras blinked to dark, and the lights blessedly clicked off. I couldn't stop kicking. My arms acted like wind-up toys gone bananas. I screamed with joy. At least nobody noticed this time, because hoots and hollers abounded as dozens of people stormed the stage. Dad balanced Penny in one arm and the camcorder in another. Mom, Catherine, and Mrs. V rushed over to me and almost smothered me with hugs. Mrs. V tried to look as if she weren't surprised, but her grin seemed to be permanently attached. Mr. Deming, the alternates, and all the parents of the rest of the kids on the team cheered and jumped and patted one another on the back. One of the parents streamed confetti over us. Balloons appeared from nowhere. Somebody in the studio turned the speakers up loud and played the song Celebration. People started to dance. It seemed as if a million pictures were taken. Amazingly, lots were being taken of me. I did my best to calm down and relax. Smile, Melody, called a guy with a baseball cap. Click, flash. Can somebody sit her up a little straighter in her chair? Click, flash. Get a picture of the kid in the wheelchair. I think that guy was a reporter. Click, flash. Where's the winning team? Another reporter asked loudly. We want a team picture for the newspaper. Why don't you kids stand around Melody, okay? Smile. Click, flash. I could barely see. Blue dots danced in front of my eyes. We want the winning team for a TV interview, someone else called out. Can we have them over here? People were shuffled around and a stagehand helped us up. Connor, Rose, and Claire sat in chairs next to me. Amanda, Molly, Elena, and Rodney stood behind us. Mr. Deming stood next to Rodney. I hope that my hair looked okay and that I wouldn't look too goofy. The reporters silenced the crowd as the cameramen lined up and got into position. Good evening. This is Elizabeth Achia from Channel 6 News. I'm here in our studio as we speak to students from Spalding Street Elementary School. Victorious members of the winning team of the Whiz Kids competition held here tonight. These are the 8 of the brightest young people in our community who buzzed their way to victory tonight. Let's meet them. We'll start with the alternates in the back row, the youngsters who will fill in should one of the team members not be able to participate. Please tell me your names and ages, she asked as she put the microphone in front of each student. Amanda Firestone, age 12. Molly North, age 11. Elena Rodriguez, age 12. Rodney Masul, age 11 and a half. That got a laugh. Alrighty, guys, I need to stop. We will take off there the next time. See ya.